Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Craft with Me where I am working on the Traveler's Notebook 2 Signature Puppy Journal. Today is going to be Pocket Day. I'm just going to make that declaration and then we're going to take a rest because that was a lot, and we're going to have a little bit of morning tea. So I am following the Rachel at Roxy Creations methodology that she has for making her journals, which is assemble the journal, make a pile of pockets, make a pile of journaling cards and tags and whatever, put them all together, fill in any blanks, do some final decorations, and we're done. Oh, also before we get started, I have made a template, and this template is the size of one side. I've got staples here. It is one side of the Traveler's Notebook, and this is super helpful because I have the two signatures currently being pressed down, and I want to see, like, would that fit? And ooh, she would barely fit. So it gives me some information about how I would be able to pose them, and also the height of any tags that I would put together. So this is a reference. Yes, I do. Because anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Here's the leather cover and what that size. So if I had material or whatever, I would be able to check against that. And then this is the insert size. So the insert would go into there like that. And now I have like fine reference points. And I didn't want to use the whole one, so I created a halfie. Because sometimes this is just easier to just, does it fit? Versus what's the measurement and then having to figure that out. So I have some Medieval Mirage, lots of poppy bits, and we're going to do pockets today. I think I've said that. It's still true. Oh yeah, I can do that. So I just need to make this up, I think. Let's not. So I did this, and this will barely be that way, but it would be fine that way. So this is probably going to need to be some kind of flippy, or it needs to go into a pocket, which is fine. Morning, not too bad, cool, but not unseasonably and not uncomfortably cool. So that's nice. It'll warm up today, I think, because it's blue skies. The tomato patch is starting to get some a lot of tomatoes are starting to ripen all at once. So whatever the per neighbors are going to give themselves a sore belly if they eat everything that's there. So we get to share now, which is nice. Gracie is somewhere. I don't know where she is. I think she's... Oh, I know where she is. So I have windows, and I purposely orient furniture in such a way that she can sit on top of that furniture and have a comfortable access to an open screened window. And so she's enjoying some morning air. I often give her the front door as well, but the front door doesn't allow for the lounging that she does so enjoy. But this isn't the red of the sort of the main poppy population, which is fine, because I think if I have too much of that red all over everywhere, it will be visually tiring. And my nose is running, and my eye is itchy, and we're all falling apart. Okay, so where do I want to do this? There, I guess. There's one. There's two. There's three. Okay. And so that scoring just makes the folding over easier, cleaner, and straighter. There. Look at that. Ooh, fancy. I need to excuse myself for a second because my nose is running. Hang on. Be right back. Oh, there you are. I thought you were in the window. Alrighty. Well, you do you. There we are. Okay, so what did we want to do? We want to do some gluey. Glue one. I have been thinking a lot about this, the TN style journal. And I think one of the things that really appeals to me is the scale. Because I think one of my issues with the larger journals is that they are larger. And these have a size compactness to them that makes my brain much less overwhelmed. And then we have a pocket. Look at that. Practically finished. So is there a card here? One of these cards fits? Yeah, so this one ought to be the card. Do I want to make it a card? Sure. I am looking for a blank. Oh, that'll work. Blank piece of paper. Nope. Ha, we did that last time, didn't we? I don't know. I think I'd like it nicer. I don't know what that beeping is. It seems to have stopped. There we are. Okay. What are we doing now? We're not lost. We're looking for a piece of paper that will be a nice backing, and we can do that because I have a whole pile. I went through it all last night and I neatened everything up deliberately for just such applications. And I'm just going to pull one of these out at random. Here we are. And we're going to use it. Could even use, yep, let's use that side. There we are. Whoops, a daisy. There. And I'm gonna let that dry under there. There. So is there anything else in here that I want to do? So these are bits, they're good bits. But I don't think there's any more pockets. So we'll put that to the side. And we will, oh, okay, so I need this for this next sheet. So lots of pockets here. Oh, it will work. Look at that. And then, okay. So what I should probably do is just put this on a piece of cardboard. Or paper. And if I'm going to do paper, then I can do it this way. By that I mean just use a book page. Yep. Doesn't need to be super fancy, just needs to fit on there. And go. There we are. So I'm just going to pop that under there. Again, more, it needs to dry. Do another one. Will this fit? This is a little bit more, a little bit tighter. Oops. There. That'll work. And I should do the edges too, just to make it a little bit easier. Yep. Okay, that should be fine. There, just plunk her down, just like that. Pop it over, massage it in. Ooh, that's a little bit of sticky. Okay, so we've got that. What else do we have? Next piece of paper is, ooh, this. So that whole pile of sun, let's put the cap on the glue and have a cup of tea, a sip of tea, and think about this for a minute. So what do I want to do with this? So one of the things is this could be a card that just goes in. The card has a tab. Naturally, you can pull it out. It could be a pocket that has a tab that you can just have the edge like that. You could have a wraparound like that. You could make it its own thing and just have a... Do I have another one? I do. And this is even more poppy-like. Same size? Same size. So one of the comments that I have is that this is yellow, not actually poppy. So it would make a fun tip-in or just a journaling card. What am I doing? I am making pockets. Focus. We are making pockets. Oh my goodness. Lost all my strength. Oh. We're making pockets. So all that discussion that I had, I can print these off again. How do I make a pocket out of this? I make it as a side pocket. Which means we cut this off. Don't worry about it. And we plunk this on another sheet of paper. These are pretty. And we do that. Ooh, look at all this. Every time I pull this off, this kind of spine bit off, I think of Cindy at Studio Lou, who loves this as material. There we are, that's better. Got that. So I'm gluing this to that. Yes, I am. That seems a little nicer. Do it that way? Sure. Okay. This out of the way. Oops. There we are. Ooh, yep, it'll fit. There, okay. We're doing pockets. So I had this one out, and I don't know that I want to make a second pocket out of this. Would have made a good page. What do I want to do? I want to have that as maybe something to tuck in. I don't know. we're not going to worry. We're going to say that this is a knot tag, a knot pocket. Okay, knot pocket. Ooh, are these bigger or smaller? So I have two of these. It'll fit. It'll be fine, yep. There. Got some more pretties to put over there. No, this goes that way and won't fit, so it needs to go that way. Will this one go sideways? No, it won't. Okay, well, it is what it is. We need to gluey glue. Oh, it's stuck together. Oh, it's just a big old pause, just a hole. Oh, these got, oh, I must have used this to poke holes in. Yes, I did. Well, this is truly glue. And I want something a little lighter. Use that. Yep. Well, that'll make a nice backing. Seriously. There we go. Keeping the edges because it can contribute to a fold over if I need one. So if I wanted to do like that kind of an edge, I can do that. Or not. I don't know. There we are. That's going to be on the straight up and down, which we can totally cope with. There. And another one for the oven. Let that cook for a while. Okay. So this is a natural repeat. This is pretty though. I am going to pass on it for now. And that seems to conclude that amount of paper. It is pockets, and I don't think we have enough pockets for, oh, let's have a look at this. More paper here. Oh! So, I have this card. Isn't this pretty? This is a pocket, so we are gonna put that in our pocket stash. What do we have for size here? So we've got those, we've got these. Those are small. Here's another pretty pocket. The card. Okay. Oh, and we've got pages. Okay, stop. because we're getting ourselves overwhelmed and we don't need to do that, not unnecessarily anyways. So these are poppies. That's an envelope. We will make the envelope. That's the one we'll do next. We'll make the envelope next. I did a sort. Did I say this? I'm not sure. I did a sort through the stash last night, and I'm here pausing because I need my ruler. And where's this going? Oh yes, I know what I was going to say. And I found a sheet of paper that I had, a collage board that, how does this go? So you glue this together. I don't think I'm going to line that. I think I'm just going to cut that out. A collage board that is very gray neutral, black neutral, and we might be able to get some pockets out of that as well, if I can go find it. There, okay. There, get rid of this. Bit of a cleanup on all 5. I think one of the most important pieces of crafting ease that I was able to do for myself is create a bin that's right there. Okay, oh, it goes like that. Got to be that big. So there's a bit missing, or I don't know how to fold it. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to go? No, that's the fold. Oh dear. that's the fold. That's the front. There needs to be well, it's not like I lack paper, so hang on. Where was that sheet of paper? This. Okay, so let's get this one sorted out. So that's going to be the card that goes in it. I'm changing topics. I think I mentioned in the last video it was a Thrifty Thursday, or maybe it has been a thread because it's been on my mind. Cindy at Studio Lou brought out her Halloween stuff, and she has a lovely stash from last year, and it is just... And I think this happened because somebody else did the same thing to her. And I am just wild now to get started on Halloween. And I have the coffee journal to do, so focus, focus, focus. Oh, egg, cheese, and rice dishes. Well, there we are. So I am now haunting my local dollar store because they sell just enough paper and really inexpensively to be able to cover a Halloween. And that's really all I need to do. I don't need to go to Michael's and get a stack of stuff, or anywhere else for that matter. I don't even need to do the dollar store because I can probably go into my own stash and find the right shades, colors, colorways to be able to do the things. In any event, as we all know, corporations and retail absolutely rush the seasons, and I am sorely disappointed that there is only candy out in the Halloween section. Hi, what are we doing? Oh, so anyways, that's that. Oh, I wonder if this would work. What if we did that, and we did that? We could open that, get the card out from there, and then on the other side, we could have a tuck. Will I remember this? Not sure, but what I will need is gussets. But you know what? We have solved that, and we've solved it in a way that we don't even give ourselves more work to do, so that's pretty great. These are two pieces of paper that I thought would go very nicely in this journal at some point. Next up. So I kind of want to do 2 of these postcards. Which do I want to do? Which is most different from each other? That's Doodlebug down there. And what is she doing? She has a little felt ball that she's zipping around. So this is one of them. So let's cut this one out because we've sort of decided. So this. They're all the same but different. It's very good. Well, let's do this one. Yeah? No. Oh dear, she's in the kitchen now, and I always worry when she goes into the kitchen. I need to cut these out. Because she will stuff small little things that she plays with under things, and then it becomes a very sad pants event. And we're scratching like there is now. I'll be right back. What have you done, Boo? What have you done? Where it? Where it? Where'd you put it? Hi, how are you? Show me. Show me. Okay. Well, you gotta show me where you put it. Well, I can't help you then. You gomer. I have no idea. She lost it somewhere in the kitchen. That's on you, not on me. So those two can't go together. Pick two. There. Done. Those are the, I'm going to say the bony ones. Which ones did I pick? Those two. Quick, put them over there. I need some basic paper. There's one. Is there another one? Oh, yeah, we can do two. What's this? It's usually the stove, but to get under the, so it's usually the stove where she loses the little roly bits. But to get into the stove, I have to do some undoing, and I am not prepared at this particular juncture to do that amount of work to rescue a cat toy. It's not like she has 1,000, not like she doesn't have 1,000 of these other balls kicking around somewhere. How wide is that? These have got to be on the side again. Or we can just trim it. That'll work too. Yep. I was also looking on the internet for fictitious addresses or addresses of authors or fictional characters. And you know what? Some days the internet really doesn't disappoint, and today's one of those days. So you have, you can find fake address generators. You can find the addresses for fictional characters. There's a couple of databases. You can also look up authors. And then, because a lot of authors that you, like Jane Austen, for example, that was the address that I was trying to, use. They have a museum and all the things, and so there's a lot of information, so that's also available. There we are. A couple more there. So I just need to pick and choose the ones that I want. And I think Jane Austen has really got to be one of them. But if you have any suggestions about which other ones I should pick, well, let me know in the comments below, because I am on board. So what are some of the other things that I wanted to do? So one of the things that I wanted to do, where's the envelopies? Oh dear, here they are. Okay. That's coming up. That's not ideal. So we're going to tear one of these. I know. I'm a little stressed about it too. So how do these fit? These fit this way. They don't fit that way unless I cut them, literally tear them in half. Okay, so this tearing might take a while. The envelope might need its own backing. I'm not sure. Okay, focus. This is going to take us 20 minutes. So which one do I want to do? Let's try this one. Why? No particular reason. So, can cut it in half. And then we could have a back pocket, we could have a front pocket. We could do a triangle. Highly decorated, not really. Kind of cut in half. So that would be probably the way that I would want to cut it if I were to do that. And then I would have a triangle, and then I would have an uptuck. You want to try? It's not like I can't recreate it. I'm a hair nervous about this for a variety of reasons, not the least of which is I'm not sure that this is going to, you know what, let's just start it. Because I don't think that would have, I don't think it wants to tear. Okay, we might have to cut. Just go. There. Okay. Oh, we have two uppy downy ones. Where's this? Oh, that looks awesome. As does this. This could do like, oh, not that one. Maybe this one. Yep, I'm gonna put those two with that. Okay, so we tore them, yay us. Oh yes, I said I was gonna do the, that black piece of paper. Let me see if I can find it. Let's put this over here for the mow. Oh, here we are. See? Just like that. Just like that. There. Nuts, I put them the wrong way around. Oh, just gonna plunk it down there. Okay, so. Oops. Let's do it this way so that we're blind to it. Yeah, so if we cut that in half and half, and then half. So we'll do 4. We'll do 4? 8. So we do 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. One. This is also 8 across. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Eight and a half, so that's 4 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4. Okay, let me do that one. Here we are. Okay. And so this is the way I think they need to go. Yes, okay. So, ooh. I've got that. I feel like that should go that way. That should go that way. And that should go that way. Oh, they turned out nice. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. Okay. Oh, all right, well, not to worry, not to worry. So there's 1. And there's 2. There's 3. I kind of want to do it that way because I don't want to ruin that, but I know that that goes at the top, so we'll just do a small one. Yeah, that worked. That worked a treat. Okay. Just gonna check to make sure. Yes, we are. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. See if there's anything here that we want to put on. Not really. No. What about here? We were assiduously putting these aside. So no. Maybe. Maybe. Depends. What's that? Maybe that. Okay. Which is the bigger one? I think that's the big one. Okay. Did we just make a mess? I think we did. But less of a mess than we would have otherwise had we not paid attention to what we were doing. So what do I need to do? So let's fussy cut at least these 2 out. Oops, oops, oops. There, now then. Nope, that might just do like that. Oh, I know. Well, maybe not. We'll say that's possibly 1. That's what we'll do. Okay, 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 okay. There's another one. Oh, we're at 50 minutes, so I think I might just be able to fussy cut this one out and then call it a video. And look at us being able to do 50-minute videos again. That's the thing about quitting and permanently quitting. It's a decision that doesn't need to be so I was going to say radical, and of course it depends on what it is that you're deciding. Your mileage may absolutely vary, but I couldn't cope with doing videos for a while, and I had it in my thought, I'm never going to do another one ever again. Of course, that's extreme. I'm going to keep that because that's just fun. And then a little time passes, and you say, well, you know what, I can probably do 1. And I couldn't do an hour, which is fine because I hadn't done them in a while and I was still recovering. And then it's like, okay, and now we're back. So sometimes pacing is such a fundamentally important way of being able to approach what it is you're doing. It's like it doesn't need to be all or nothing. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's a little bit off. There. And I really want to have that inside cut. Because anything worth doing is worth overdoing. All I want is a spot big enough that I can put in the scissors. There we are. So you never have to do the whole thing. You can do parts and then come back tomorrow. And sometimes that is the most efficient way of doing difficult things, taxing things, things that have a lot of steps in them. There. I like that, and I think there needs to be some kind of like something behind it to make it pop out. What's this? That's pink. I don't want pink. Not this, but something like, or maybe this. Yeah, okay. So that's 1, and that's 2 that will be glued. And then when we see each other again, because I think I got to shut her down now, we have a stack of pockets already done, which is so good. And then we will have other things that we can do. I think this has been wildly successful. We did a pile of work today. This is possibly the most progress that I have made in one video on making a journal ever, because I focused on making a single thing, and that was I focused on making pockets, and that was more or less all that we did. So, good things to keep in mind. There is always opportunities for growth. Anyways, that is all for now. And you know what I'm going to say. Please take the very best care of yourself as possible. Stay out of trouble, whatever that means to you. And love you lots. I'll see you soon. Bye now.